Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Nani Nia. And thank you for being here today. And today we are talking about BaddiesUSA. And they named this last episode Bus Brawls or something like that. It really should have been Pressure Applied, because this episode was definitely Pressure's episode. Definitely. So let's get into it. Hold up. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you'll be notified every time I post something. Share any posts on my page. Share them all. It helps build the community. It helps my community grow. I like building communities. Do you like building communities? Let's build and communicate together. Let's get into it, y'all. I don't know what was funnier, Pressure running from Ciroc or Pressure having her legs up the whole time Ciroc was beating her on the couch. Because Pressure had her legs up. Nobody was holding her legs. She just had them up. She wasn't even doing nothing with them. She was just over the couch, just letting Ciroc dog her with her legs up. And Pressure asked her if she wanted to like shake on it, like shake hands, squash it, or whatever the case may be. Like, Pressure, you called that girl on the scene, asked her for a fade, and threw her meta glasses in the pool. Like, you really think that girl want to shake on it right now? Rolly met up with the cabaret girlies, and I thought that was really cute. She gave them some advice on just like mixing and mingling with some of the other girls, and then they talked about the Kanai and Egypt fight the night before, and it's just like, speaking of Egypt fight, where is Egypt? Because Egypt was not in this scene, neither did they bring it up. Oh, Ivory knocked Tavy tooth out, or a piece of it, or all of, I don't. Something like that. She knocked something out of her mouth, so she had to go and get it fixed. So I guess Zeus used this as a promotional thing for the dentist office. You got E.T. ducking, wrecking this bitch. Everybody booing the baddies to bus, and Persuasion go straight to the back because she don't want to deal with Pressure. As soon as Pressure get on the bus, ET get to run into the back of the bus because she don't want to get into it with Pressure. And on her way to the back of the bus, Amber already on her bed, like, oh, I don't want no problems with you, ET. My face already cut open. I don't want to really have to do that to nobody. Da, da, da. So ET like, oh, no, I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. She not worried about her because she's so busy running from Pressure. Pressure gets on the bus and says about 3 words. Hi, I'm here. And then they would just take off on her. When I tell you, Pressure had these girls' panties in a bunch the whole time. When I tell you, they was on the bus for hours and didn't even go nowhere. They didn't tour nothing. They was in the same city, same place that they was when they got on. They was on the bus for hours, banging. Pressure fought everybody. Everybody done touched Pressure. Pressure done touched everybody. And we got to get into every fight. So in the midst of them breaking Tavy and Pressure up from fighting, Pressure walking to the back of the bus. And mind you, E.T., Persuasion, all them is at the back of the bus as Pressure walking back there. So Hurricane finds it, Emery finds it a perfect time to ask Neek if she needed that from her because she tried to jump in a fight. So Neek just basically explaining like, she didn't jump in a fight, y'all just played tug of war with a wig. So Emery like, do you need that? So Neek like, I do need that, but I don't need that right now because of my hand. So TT like, but you're saying that you need that. So since you're saying that you need that, let's do that right now. So TT tried to take off on Neek. While TT trying to take off on Neek, Neek kicked the mess out of TT. She should have just left that alone at that moment. So as they getting into it, mind you, Pressure is still in a little breezeway having a standoff with Ciroc for real. Here come E.T. trying to slide through the little breezeway past Pressure. Um, she behind production. ET behind production trying to get past Pressure or whatever. So Pressure took off on ET. I don't know why you tried to use production. You got production caught up in it. In the midst of that situation, security trying to break it up. Tavy trying to sneak Pressure, so she jumps over Fauna and Bahati trying to get to Pressure. So Fauna like, don't be doing all that. I mean, you got a little situation already. Don't be trying to jump over me to get to nobody because I'ma think that you're trying to get me. So Tavy like, nah, I'm supposed to try and get you or whatever. Then she get to talking to Pressure and was basically like, you had my son name in your mouth. You had my child name in your mouth. So Pressure like, girl, I don't even know you. Don't even know your son, don't know that you had a child, don't know nothing about you, girl. So do you want that? Do you need that? You want to fight right now or whatever? So they get to fighting again. In the midst of them fighting, Tavy is punching security in his head. So they security break that up. They separated. Tavy still talking, just still running her mouth or whatever. In the midst of Tavy still running her mouth, Fauna is cutting her cut her off, basically like welcoming the girls to baddies, all the the cabaret girls, the Baddies Gone Wild girls, the newbies, just welcoming everybody. So they be like, don't be cutting me off while I'm talking or whatever. So Fauna like, if you about to fight, then fight. Like if you about to do something, do something. If not, welcome everybody. Da da da. Like real life, just playing with Tavy, like real life dismissing her. So everybody all like, yay, woo, everything. Then Tavy turned to Rock and basically like, do we still need that? Cause I ain't had no mace on my hands. So Ciroc like, well, persuasion said that she gave you the mace. Mind you, persuasion is right there on the box. So yeah, yeah. So after that or whatever, after that, I guess they squashed it or it was over right then and there. And then Tavy like, who else want that? Who else need that? Girl, Fauna. Girl, Fauna need that. Girl, Fauna need that real bad, obviously. You keep trying to sit right here and fight Pressure, girl. Fauna need that. I don't know when Pressure stood behind Fauna and Bahati, but I get it, but I don't get it. I get it because she beefing with everybody on the bus. Now she stood behind Fauna and Bahati. Then you got Ivory on one side. You got Tavy at another angle. And then here comes the Rock walking from the back. Now, Fauna already telling Tavy, like, trying to figure out what's going on with Tavy, and Ivory, like, y'all gonna be cool with her standing right here behind me because I don't need nobody taking off on her while she behind me or whatever. So, everybody like, so Ivory just looking because Ivory just been cooling the whole time. Pressure like, we cool, we good, we cooling right now. So, Rock coming out from the back, Pressure done turned the other way, seen Ciroc coming from the other side. Mind you, that's where Body standing on that side. She done popped off on Ciroc. She done took Pressure done took off on Ciroc. Now I said I understand why, she's trying to get her back up against the wall, see how she can look and see and maneuver and all this other stuff. But girl, you was popping off on everybody. As Pressure getting Ciroc, Tavy trying to run up and jump in. But mind you, Fauna is not having that. So Fauna like, nah, you're not about to be jumping in the door, none of that. So security right there trying to break Pressure and Ciroc up. So Tavy still trying to get in. So Tavy pleading her case to Ivory, because mind you, Ivory is standing right there like, she's talking about my baby. If that was your baby, I wouldn't be able to stop you. And da 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 da. So I was just standing right there looking like I really don't even care, girl. Just do whatever you're gonna do. In so many words, because she ain't really saying nothing. So they break it up. At this point, everybody having a standoff. Ciroc still want Pressure. Pressure like she catching her breath. She got asthma. She pulled a Mariah. Pressure tried pulling Mariah. So, and then Tavy on the other side. So Pressure like, I don't know why, telling Ciroc, I don't know why you want to keep fighting me. You got all these other people you can fight. You don't want to keep fighting Tavy or Lex or nobody. And once again, acting delusional like she did just pop off on this girl. That's why that girl's trying to fight you right now. Because you just literally popped off on her 2 seconds ago. So they be like, we squashed it. We had whatever we had going on. We squashed it. In the midst of Pressure talking to Tavy, Ciroc pull a Mortal Kombat move like a get over here and yank Pressure right off the stool because she's still trying to fight Pressure or whatever. So Pressure like fight like basically like fight somebody else. I got too many phases in here. Da da da. I just she was like I just knocked you out yesterday. I just knocked you out yesterday. So Ciroc, still trying to get to Pressure. So they get into it. So they going at it and Ciroc knocked Pressure out this time. Put her right on her back pocket. It wasn't like a sleep, like she slapped her, but she did sweep her off her feet. Um, she did. It did kind of look like she stiff armed her and she swept her off her feet. When Pressure laid Ciroc down, so it was like a forward motion, like like laid her out. I don't know. Ciroc is trying to say, she was slipping and sliding or whatever. Pressure ain't do that. Um, TC said Pressure did knock her out. What y'all think? So at this point, Pressure is basically asking Tavy if they gonna squash it or if they about to keep on fighting or what's up, what they gonna do. Tavy like, it'll never be over between me and you. You talked about my baby. You said that you was gonna do something to my mother. In the midst of Pressure and Tavy fighting, Ciroc takes off on Pressure. Pressure trying to defend herself from Ciroc as Pressure and Ciroc getting into it. Tavy jump in it and get the beating on Pressure head. Fauna like, no, don't do that. No jumping, don't do that. Tavy like, yes, do whatever. She pulled a Jada. This is Sparta. Precious still trying to get her licks off of Tavy, trying to get her licks back from Tavy. Mind you, TT is in the middle at this point. So Tavy done grabbed TT up, trying to get Pressure or whatever. In the midst of that, so Tavy like, I'm my bad, baby. I ain't mean to do all that to you, da da da. So TT like, yeah, but no jumping. Don't do all that jumping or whatever. So they get the, having a little back and forth. Tavy end up choking TT out. They get separated. As they separated, Pressure find a perfect opportunity to punch Tavy directly in her face. Pressure snuck Tavy, then E.T. snuck Pressure or tried to sneak Pressure, or it was a little kerfuffle behind Pressure. Something happened there. She tried to. Then Ciroc and Pressure start going at it again. Again, they get the fighting again. Then after they had their little fight, they had a dance break. They had a little probably like a 15-second break. I don't know if Pressure get under these girls' skin accidentally or purposely. And in the midst of the little break, she turned to Fauna and she like, oh, you making sure bitches don't say you born this season. So Fauna like, see, don't be saying stuff like that. You be saying like little stuff like that. So Pressure like, well, like, we could joke about it now. It's a joke. We could joke about it now. So Fauna just taking real offense to, what she's saying over what's going on. Then Pressure say, oh, like, oh, you do got a skin tag. It is a skin tag on your face. And I thought it was a piercing. I didn't even know it was, I didn't even think of skin tag when I seen it. I thought it was a person because when she be putting the makeup on it, I don't know, it looked like a person to me. But anyway, Fauna did not like that. So her and Pressure ended up getting into it. So Fauna like, oh, with my mouth guard, she gonna go look for a mouth guard and Pressure just take off on her. They get the fighting. So E.T. get to jumping in it. TV get to jumping in it. Then while they jumping in it, TT jump in it, trying to get Tavy, just trying to get whoever she's trying to get because they jumping in on Pressure. At this point, it's not everybody whooping everybody. It's everybody whooping Pressure. Or Pressure whooping everybody. However you want to see it, however you want to go. At this point, it's just pure chaos on the bus. Everybody is sneaking Pressure from every which angle. You got E.T. sneaking her from the back. You got Tavy throwing a drink on her, throwing liquor in her face. You got her, I think she ran like 2 fades with Fauna. And She ran ET one time, and ET ran off the bus. Try to talk about she breaking out, her face breaking out, irritated or whatever. But we seen pressure punches land directly on that girl face. That did not come from no breakout. That came from her punching you in the face repeatedly. That's what happened right there. You felt like you lost, so you had to run off the bus. It's okay. Try to say that girl made your face break out, girl. Then she got off the bus, and now we realize, or they try to make it seem like they've been waiting all these hours because K Rican had to get whatever she needed to get done. So they tried to make it seem like they've been waiting all this time for K Rican. But come on now, y'all had them girls banging on that bus for 6 hours now. I thought it would have been nighttime. They've been banging on that bus all day. Y'all been knew y'all could have put her in, in another car, on a plane, something. Y'all been knew that because we all understand baddies have health issues too. E.T. getting her eye tended to, K. Rican getting her medication, and Tavy and Pressure on the bus fighting again. They fought like two more times. Then after they fought two more times, at this point I feel like Pressure was just tired. Pressure done fought everybody on the bus. Pressure turned to TT and she like, TT, come on, you ready to go find us a bed? So, Rock like, oh, poor baby, TT tired, boo, TT tired. So TT like, girl, why? Look at Rock like, girl, why is you talking to me? Why are you talking about me? Come on, run me. So she get down trying to fight Rock like, I'm about to fight you, girl. You like 2 pounds. I'm about to fight you. So Pressure done still off on Rock. Pressure and Rock going back and forth. Rock back up. TT get this pounded on Rock head. Tavy takes TT straight to the couch. They get the banging. Tavy like, didn't you say no jumping? Didn't you say no jumping? So TT like, who jumping? Who jumping? So she started trying to fight Rock. So then TT and Rock end up getting there once. And I must say, we may not have honor this season. We may not have honor, but we do have TT. When I say Rock had to fight a little harder when it came to TT, when it came to that little two pounds, Rock had to give it all her might because TT had Rock slipping and sliding all through there. Yes, she did. So, while Rock and TT fighting, Pressure trying to get her licks in on Rock. As Pressure trying to get her licks in on Rock, Bahati stills off on Pressure like, no jumping, no jumping. So now Pressure and Bahati is fighting. They break it up. Security hold in Pressure and TT. Rock got off the bus. Rock like, bring TT off the bus. She just jumped me. TT like, bring her back on the bus. As she's saying bring her back on the bus, Bahati done stepped all on this girl head. That stepped all on TT head. Hurricane, Emery, she threw food at Bahati. And she throwing food at Bahati. Neek throwing water bottles at Hurricane and TT. It's just a lot going on. Rock ended up getting back on the bus so she could run TT again. Then she get off the bus. TT turn around and just get to fighting Neek. In the midst of her and Neek fighting, Bahati trying to jump in. Then Hurricane jumping in. Then they fighting. And Pressure just sitting right there just dancing and rolling up. In the midst of all the commotion, Tavy and Amber got the squash whatever that was that they have, the little scuffle that they had at the house the other day. After they've been fighting on this bus for 13 hours and 13 minutes, here come Bahati telling Kanaya basically like, oh yeah, what was that about you saying I should have took the fade for Neek when her and TT fought? So Kanaya like, yeah, her hand messed up. That's your friend. So you should have took the fade for her. Which I feel like technically she should have took the fade for her because Neek is fighting TT because of her situation with them. So Bahati, you should have took the fade because technically it's your situation. But Bahati like, well, why you making an alliance with her if you can't sit right here and take the fade for her? So Kanaya like, well, I said what I said, so what? So Bahadi's like, what you mean? So what? So what you want to fight? You want to fight about it? So Kanaya like, what you want to fight? So then they get to fighting, they banging. They went 2 rounds. I mean, they went like 1.5 rounds. I'ma say Bahati snuck Kanaya the first time. Well, she did like a little off guard sneak kind of thing with Kanaya the first round, and they was like a little kerfuffle in a seat in a chair. And then when they got up, they ran and won. Then after they ran and won, Kanaya was about to sneak off guard Bahati back. In the midst of her trying to get her little one back, here comes Rock trying to hit Kanaya. And Kanaya like, girl, you is weird. What are you sneaking me for? So she like, why you sneaking her and da da da. And Kanaya like, what you jumping in it for? Did you jump in it when she did me the same way? No, you did not. So you need to stay out of it. So Kanaya and Bahati end up running it again. After they ran it again, Bahati get to throwing stuff at Kanaya. She throwing water, she throwing drinks, food, anything she get her hands on, she throwing. And she is hitting everybody. Security, she hitting the other baddies, everybody. After that, Natalie end up calling, talking about as soon as they get to the house, it's a media house meeting, girls not standing on business, this, that, and the third. But Natalie, they've been fighting on that bus for 13 days and 13 nights, mamas, and you want them to get to the house and fight some more? Like they need to shower, eat, I don't know, like other stuff before they get there. But they done fought 13 hours, 15, 16, 17, 18 hours. They done already fought enough. They need to get some rest. They need an ice bath, the sauna, a massage. They don't need more fighting, girl. What are you talking about? A house meeting? Mm-mm. I'm convinced Natalie a little dangerous. But I hope you enjoyed your time here. Until next time, bye.